Hi, welcome to the Sizzle. I'm your host John with my beautiful co-host Jade, and we are the Sizzle, the show that talks about Korean pop culture and how we can connect it to social issues. So on our first topic, and this is super exciting, it's summer in Korea. How hot is it right now?
It is way too hot. You walk outside, you're already dripping in sweat. I remember I was talking to my friend yesterday and she was like, I did my makeup and immediately it came off. And then everyone's wearing masks because of Corona and everything.
Yeah.
And your whole face is on the mask, dripping in sweat. Ridiculously hot.
Crazy hot right now. It's also monsoon season.
Yes.
What's monsoon season? We're both from the U.S., so those of you from the Western Hemisphere, if you guys don't know, what is that?
Monsoon season is the time in Korea where there is torrential rainpour. It's raining all day, and then maybe for 30 minutes it'll be a little bit of rain. You're like, oh, it's okay to go outside. It's not. It'll start raining sideways really fast. It's all day rain, a little bit of everything, so you don't really know what to expect.
It is like you literally just stand. You can just stand there and you're sweating. Like anytime you're like inside the room and there's no AC or fan, yeah. It is hot in Korea.
Because the rain brings so much humidity and it's the heat and everything together. It's
So why are we talking about the weather, you might be asking? Well, if you guys haven't seen our post on the Waterbomb Festival, it's a concert series every summer that Korea kind of puts out, and it's the biggest K-pop idol and idol kind of concert out there right now. And it's like, is it just one time or is it usually like there's many of them?
I believe this year they started doing more than one. Usually it's maybe one in Seoul or maybe one in like Daegu or Busan, but this year there's like 5 different ones. So
yeah,
it's really expanded.
Yeah, and Jade was writing an article about there's all kinds of festivals, not only like K-pop music, but you said there was like EDM music as well.
Yeah, yesterday, sorry to date this video, but I went to the S201, which is the Seokcheon Music Festival. It's from Thailand, but this is the first time I believe we've been to Korea, and it's also on brand with all of the water festivals going on right now. And it's literally thousands of people drenched in water, fireworks.
Like the spray guns, right?
Yeah, spray guns, everyone's spray guns. And the mood was so good because everyone's just trying to keep cool in the heat. It was so hot, but luckily it wasn't raining, but it didn't matter because we were already drenched in the water.
Right. So the big issue right now with Korea is that it's very dry. And before the monsoon season, so a lot of people on the internet and neighbor cafes were actually typing and complaining that artists like Psy, who had his huge like concert, and he's very known for using a lot of water in his concerts, to be kind of like wasting water, because even though he said that he bought the water beforehand, the problem a lot of people are arguing is it's drinkable water. It's not potable water. So, or it's not, water that you're not supposed to drink. So a lot of people are arguing that he's kind of wasting water during a drought season. So that's, I feel like, is very important. So if you guys have any like comments on that, make sure you guys leave it down below so that we can take a look at it. What are your thoughts about that? Do you think he should, it's okay for him to?
I feel like it's the summertime. People are going to go to the pool. People are going to try and cool off when, if you have like events like this, everyone is gonna have a good time. So I think it's worth it in the end. Like if you're gonna go to a water park, I don't see the difference.
That's true. That is so true. They're opening a bunch of like pools in near
Yes.
Hangang right now, and the water parks are open. So you're right.
I was with one of my friends at the water festival. Her hair was blonde, but it turned green. So that tells you that the water has chlorine in it. So it's not drinkable water. It's not water that
At the festival.
At the festival, so that they can use. So it's like pool water. So I feel like having that kind of insight, it's like, okay, this is just water that's used for recreation.
Yeah.
It's not the drought water. We're not going to use this water for the field. So that's kind of.
I see. Okay, so if you're saying it in that case, I agree with you. If you're thinking like the way I was thinking is like, oh, is this guy like grabbing a bunch of like drinkable water from those plastic containers and then just pouring it in a tub and then just like spraying it, then that I have a problem with. If you're wasting drinkable water like that, then I feel like maybe Psy should rethink about that kind of thing. But if people are using like pool water, like you said, full of chlorine, then I don't know how strong the chlorine. It seems pretty strong.
Pretty strong. But I couldn't smell it, but you could definitely see, like, you know how the chlorine leaves that feeling on your body?
It's like itchy.
Yeah, so you can feel that. So I was like, okay, this is basically like we're at a giant water park.
That is crazy. They use chlorine in the water?
Yeah, and
they're spraying people?
The S2O was at Seoul, and they already had water rides there. So it's like they're already using the resources that they were going to use for fun anyway.
Okay.
They're not like allocating resources from farmers or things like that. Only as well as I know. I think so.
Yeah, I think, you know, Korea has a trend now of sustainable energy, and make sure you guys read that article too, because that article has a lot of cool new brands and like apps that Korean people are using for sustainable lifestyle. So, you know, have this water issue is another thing that is very important to Koreans right now. So I feel like you're right. They actually know like that this is a problem, and they're putting it as a primary kind of focus, and they're not going to waste water, I feel. Right. So I think that people on the internet need to, I guess, like me, I didn't know that. So having your insight was awesome.
I feel like everyone needs to do a little bit more research.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the problem with people on the internet. So that's why you have this show. So that we get the personal insights, because we actually live in Korea, and, you know, we'll give you firsthand look of, you know, our experiences. And, you know, that's, you know, basically our website is pretty much like that. So.
Okay, everyone, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We are going to be back with many, many videos for you, and make sure you also check out our website as well. 안녕.
안녕.